Hello, 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 God's beautiful people. I am back. I am back with another word from the Lord. If this is your first time here, my name is Tara, and God uses me to speak into the lives of his children. If you are returning, I welcome you back, and I welcome you all in the mighty name of Jesus. Listen, I don't know who this word is for, but I was like, Lord, you really got to stop using my life as an example. Cause this, honey, I be shamed. I be embarrassed, honey. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm always obedient, okay? And God was ministering to me about the importance of waiting on him for your ordained relationship. Some of y'all are tired. You done waited. You done anticipated. You done waited on who God say that person is. That person ain't surrendered. They still doing their own thing. They still out in the streets and everything. Honey, they just doing their own thing. And I'm not saying God can't change them, because he absolutely can. But he can also say time is up and you're going to have to let me send you somebody else, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is my purpose. Remember that? So you either want the purpose or you want the person. But anyway, that's another word. However, some of y'all are really getting tired. Like, you're really getting weary. And you about to try to go see for yourself. I don't know who need to hear this, but just because it say christianmingle.com, baby, that don't mean they Christians. I said what I said when I said it. And I'm not saying that God wouldn't lead you to that, but make sure that it's him. I'm not saying God wouldn't tell you to go on dates, because he absolutely will, but make sure it's him. Make sure it's your time. Make sure it's your season. Make sure you're not doing it because you just tired of being alone. Because let me tell y'all something. I'm not really a dating person. I'm more of a relationship kind of girl. And I've never had any issues like being by myself for a minute. Like that has never been an issue. But when I get tired of being by myself, I go see for myself. And that is what the Lord sent me to tell y'all. Seeing for yourself can really jeopardize your life. And for years, I saw for myself. For years, I did it on my own. I didn't know any better. And when I tell y'all, God is amazing. When I say Jesus covered me, I done been through some things. I have met some straight fools. And I hate to call anybody a fool. Lord, I'm going to put it like this. I have dealt with people that has done some very foolish things that could have cost me my life. Actually, I even placed other people's lives in danger by dealing with these men. And these were people I was in relationships with, not just dating. Okay? Like, y'all and when I realized that they weren't, after, a couple of years, and I've dealt with the possessiveness. I've dealt with, so much. Lord, I know you don't want me to go into detail. Honey, just know that waiting is God's way of protecting you. Waiting is God's way of saying, you don't want to move outside of my will. Because when you outside of my will, you could be outside of his covering. Although grace and mercy is, see, back then I didn't know any better. And when people say, oh, God take care of fools and babies, that was me. I was fool number one. I'm not lying. Because I got myself in situations and dealt with people that could have cost me my life. Dated this older man for years. This man, when I tried to break it off, when I saw that it was not working, He began to stalk me everywhere I go. I couldn't go anywhere with anybody. Me and my cousin and her boyfriend we lived in the country. So the nearest Walmart was like 20 something miles away. So we go to Walmart and get some stuff for my mom, come back home. He drops us off. Then after a while, he comes back and he's shaking up, like I can tell. And this man who I was with has ran him off the road. Oh man, I had another friend. He shot at him. Had another person tell me he pulled a gun on him. And all they did was mention my name. These aren't people that I'm involved with. They just know me. But it took, everywhere I went, he showed up. Everywhere. He was harassing and stalking people I didn't even know. I'm telling y'all, listen. If God have you in a season of waiting, wait. Because that was back then. People are elevated now. It took me not one, but two. Let me back up. It took my dad stepping in. Y'all know my daddy was a little crazy. I'm just saying. And my dad had to, snatch him up. That didn't stop him. When my dad left to go back out of town, he was back on it. It took me 2 restraining orders to get rid of this man. 2. And the judge threatening him the second time to throw him in prison. Okay? When I tell you God has covered me and he has protected me, baby, I had another guy I dated for years. And when he realized that the relationship was coming to an end, he drove me out in the middle of a field, we was coming from somewhere, and it wasn't in the middle of the night, but it was dark. And he turned off the highway into this field, pulled a gun on me, put me out of my own car. He came back to get me. However, I was literally in the middle of nowhere. Let me tell y'all something. Your waiting is God's protection. I'ma say it because somebody about to do something. Your waiting is God's protection. And men, don't think this don't include you, because women out there are doing some horrible things as well. But when I tell y'all God protected me, I have had some of the most horrendous things happen to me. And I'm still here. When I tell you the devil's plan never prospered. No matter what they tried to do, I was covered. Let me tell you something. It's not worth it. You're not alone. You might get a little lonely sometimes, but it's not worth it. Wait on God. He got somebody just for you. And this person is not going to hurt you. They're not going to be intentionally possessive and all of these things. Y'all, I have dealt with some crazies, okay? I was with a guy. Anytime somebody paid me a compliment, I don't care where we was at, he walked away and left me. Jealousy, control, all of these things. It's dangerous. And today, because of social media, it is more elevated than ever. Wait on God. Don't you dare go out there and get yourself in something you can't get out of. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Every relationship I've ever been in, they are fine until it is time when things aren't working out. They absolutely go ballistic. I've been catfished in real life. Y'all, Let me tell you something. Trust God. Trust God. You can wait. It's not going to kill you. These are the times where God is strengthening you. He's preparing you. Because, see, like I say all the time, anything ordained by God is purposed. It's not just for nothing. So you can't go into it just being anything or any old body. You can't go into it with a stank attitude. Men, you can't go into it hanging with your boys all the time, being, in the streets or whatever you do. Listen, let God transform you into who he created you to be, who he needs you to be for this purpose life he has for you. Baby, you got purpose partners. God ain't bringing y'all together because y'all cute together. Stop. Stay off of them sites if God didn't send you there. Don't be going out on these dates if God didn't send you there. I thank God when I got to thinking about all the things that I had endured because men weren't for me. God truly protected me. When I say not a scratch, when I tell you not never no black eye, not never nothing, God always got me out of there just in time. It's not worth it. You don't have to live my life in order to know when somebody's not for you. Just wait on God. Trust him. He will never lead you astray. But some of y'all are getting so weary. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a gnat or something. But some of y'all are getting so weary that you are about to take matters into your own hands and you're going to regret that. Don't do it. Do not do it. You hear me? Don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm going to say it again. It's not worth it. I need you to trust the Lord. Wait on the Lord. He has it under control. Okay? Your season is coming. But please don't step outside of God's will for your life. Please don't let loneliness and desperation get you in a situation that you can't get out of, or that you got to fight your way out of, or that you got to put your family members at risk to fight for you. I've been through some things, okay? And I put people's lives in danger, and I regret that. Me and my cousin coming home from work, we worked together. This man, determined to make me be with him, tried to run us off the road. And these are country roads, no lights. Having to walk to, back then with no cell phone. I ain't have no cell phone. I had to walk to the neighbors. We had to pull in somebody's yard, turn off all the lights so he couldn't see us. Walking up to a stranger's door, they could have shot me. But we needed help. I needed to call my dad. And by the grace of God, he was in town. Let me tell you something. It ain't worth it. People out here is crazy. Honey, you better wait on the Lord. Honey, I'm waiting on the Lord. You is not getting me. People, men stay out my inbox talking about the Lord say, I'm your husband. Lies. If he said that to you, he'd have said it to me. And that's another thing. Women fall for this more than men. Stop letting these men tell you that God say you their wife. They'll lie. They will lie on the alert. And when it's something about when women hear that, they just melt. Baby, he is lying to you. He lying. Hello. I'm here to tell you, he is lying to you. Take that thing before the Lord. Ask for confirmation. Let God bring you your spouse, men and women. People are trifling. And you have to have a relationship with God, and you got to be willing to wait. I think about all those times God protected me, protected my family. Like, this man would be sitting down. People would literally see him, turn around, come back to my mom's house and say, this man is sitting down the road stalking you. I couldn't go nowhere that he didn't show up. That's one of them. That ain't the one that pulled a gun on me. That's another one. This the one that was shooting at and pulling that guns on everybody else. Y'all wait on God. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. So whoever this is for, you getting ready to take matters into your own hands because you listening to people. People will get you in some mess and then talk about you once you get in it. They ain't finna help you. They ain't gonna take a bullet for you. They ain't gonna take a lick for you. Y'all, let me tell you something. Oh, I had a lot of people. He really love you. What you did to that man? I ain't did nothing, baby. That's genetics. Honey, he came certified crazy. I ain't did nothing to cause that. Nothing. Don't be putting that on me. That's a lie. Let me tell you something. Don't put yourself in dangerous situations. That could have got ugly really fast. This day and age, people don't even take time to think. The devil has ramped up so many people, and people are losing their lives. That link I shared about the GoFundMe for that young lady, her boyfriend killed her. Let me tell y'all something. Wait on God. Wait on God, because the life you save by waiting on God could very well be your own. There's a lot of you that are tired. Be tired today, rejuvenate tomorrow. Rejoice in the Lord that he keeps you, that he protects you. Okay? Know that your waiting is your protection. Let God bring that man. Let God bring that woman. Don't you dare take matters into your own hands, because it just might not turn out the way you want it to. I love y'all for real. And this message is very important. So know that God is covering you. He's protecting you, and he is bringing your purpose partner in his time. Be willing to wait, because let me tell you something. Anything that is done slowly is done to perfection. Anything that takes time to make, the stronger that thing gets. My dad used to make this peach home brew. He thought he was a distillery or something. Oh, he thought he was a moonshine or something. I don't know what he thought. But the longer that stuff sat, the stronger it became. The longer it sat, the more potent it became. So let me tell you something. You're not waiting. You're not being punished. God is strengthening you. He's preparing you. That way, when that man come and when that woman come and they take one look at you, baby, you're going to be something to savor. You heard me? Not something to just guzzle down and go about their business. Baby, fine wine take time. Woo! Let me stop. But y'all understand, God has you waiting for a reason. Wait, because he's protecting you in this season. I love y'all, and I'll be back with another word from the Lord.